Hello and welcome to Learning with CS Anand Kankani. This video is regarding the information for my lectures for corporate restructuring, valuation and insolvency for CS professional students, both for the old syllabus as well as for the new syllabus who are going to appear in June 2021 attempt. So what to expect from my lectures? Well, I always start my lecture with the Bare Act. Whatever topics that I am going to teach you, I will teach you from the Bare Act and from the SEBI regulations. Let's say we are going to study takeover regulations, so I'll download the takeover regulations from SEBI's website. When we are going to study mergers, right, we'll have the Bare Act with us and we will cover the entire portion through the Bare Act first. Then we also pick up the ICSI module where we discuss the various topics which are not covered in the Bare Act. For example, takeover defense strategy, that is not mentioned in the takeover regulations, but that is there in the module and you do get questions from exam. So we will check the ICSI module for two reasons. One, we will just get confirmed that everything we have covered from the Bare Act is there in the module, right? And secondly, the things which are not there in the Bare Act or from the regulations, we will cover that portion also. After that, we will pick up the past exam questions from June 2016 till December 2020 for both old syllabus as well as the new syllabus. Now you would be wondering why from June 2016. Generally when we talk about scanner, we talk for 10 years. Well, from 2016 the syllabus got changed. We had the Companies Act 2013's various sections got notified, IBC came. So question papers before June 2016 are not that relevant, and anyway if you cover from June 2016, so you just see we have June 2016 attempt, we have December 2016, we have June 2017, December 2017, then we have June 2018, then we have December 2018, then we have June 2019 two papers for both old and the new syllabus, then December 2019 old and new syllabus, and we will have December 2020 for both old and new syllabus. So we have 6 papers here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you see we will be covering 12 question papers, and when we discuss the past exam questions, we do it chapter wise. So as soon as the first chapter gets over, we pick up the past exam questions for all the subjects, like for all the chapters from the different attempts. Now this helps you not just to understand the concepts well, this also helps you that when you have to write the answer in the exam, what all points you should take into consideration, and that way it will be a very guiding stone. So when I teach you the topic from the Bare Act, at that point of time I am not concerned about the exam. My objective is to make you understand what the law is. Once that is done, then we pick up the ICSI module to confirm that everything is covered from the module. And when we hit the past exam question, that's where we do two things. One, we test our knowledge, right, self introspection, and secondly we also get an idea about how to write the answer in the exam or what kind of questions are asked in the exam. When we do the PYQs series, at that point of time you will realize that if the level of questions which is asked in the exam is 20, we have already reached till 100 because we cover each and everything from the Bare Act. So this again boosts your confidence also, and if you do these past exam questions, like after the lecture, if you practice those questions in writing, nothing like it. There is a reason why students get exemptions in the CRI paper, and that's where I would say this part plays a very important role. Both these parts play a very important role, which is very well covered in my lecture. Thereafter, we will also pick up the case studies, the live case studies which are there. Now, I'm not talking about the case studies which are there in the module. We will talk about the live case studies, the recent case studies that happens, which I will be discussing with you all as and when the topics come and as and when the latest case study comes across. Thereafter, what will be the chronology? As I just mentioned you, we will first cover the provisions from the Bare Act, then we will pick up the module, and then we will do the past exam questions. After that, incentives for my lecture. So these lectures would be held live on Zoom. Okay, so this will be a 2-hour lecture. So normally the duration of my lecture is 1.5 to 2 hours depending on the topic. So we will have a 1.5 to 2 hour live lecture on Zoom, and this will be a two-way communication. So it's not that you will get a pre-recorded lecture where you will not be able to ask your doubt, or even if it's a live lecture you will not be able to ask your doubt. This will be a live lecture. You can ask your doubts one-on-one, and it's a small batch that I form, so you can ask your doubts n number of times. So this is going to be a complete discussion based lecture, and apart from that you will also get access to the offline lectures, right? So these lectures which I'm going to take will be recorded as well. So a lot of my students are working professionals, or they have infant, toddler, or they are married, so they have other in-laws commitment as well. So a lot of times they are not able to join for the live lectures, or that clashes with some other lecture. The reason could be anything. There is a connectivity problem. So all those problems are being taken care, because you will also get to the offline lecture views. So in case you are not able to sit for the live lecture, you can sit for the offline lectures and you can view them offline. Apart from that, even if you sit for the live lectures, you will still get the access to the offline views. So generally I don't keep a maximum limit on the number of times you can watch the video, but still a fair usage policy still applies here, right? So if let's say you get some 100 lectures to watch. Now 100 lectures, if you watch it like over 600 700 times, like, which means you have watched one lecture 6-7 times, so that's not a bit fair. But otherwise you can watch it 2-3 times, 4 times. There is no restriction on that. And these views, you will get access to these offline lectures till your June 2021 exams, right? And in case the June 2021 exam gets postponed, so I'm not speculating anything, but let's presume that it gets postponed and your exam happens in July. So till your June exam, right? So whether it happens in June or your July, you will get access to these lectures. Now the total duration of my lectures would be 100 plus hours. Now this keeps on fluctuating. Like for December 2020, I had taken 2 batches, and these 2 batches I had started in the month of August, July and August, and that time these batches had taken almost 112 hours. One took 108 hours, the other took 112 hours. So depending upon the doubts and what kind of intensive discussion we have, usually the duration of my lecture is almost, it is minimum 80 hours, even if we don't have any kind of discussion, but it can again stretch up to 100 plus hours. So usually I see it is 100 plus hours when I just do the totaling of my lectures. And the most important thing, that would be the trust factor, that sir, we don't know you, we haven't heard about you. It's quite possible, but what I can tell you is you can go through the various videos on my YouTube channel, right? You can check the different concepts that I have picked up. You can pick up any random video. You can just type CRI CS Anand Kankani and you'll get a lot of videos there. So you can check those videos. You can also see the last day revision videos, which I call it as LDR videos, which I have made for various chapters, in case you want to see how I am teaching the entire topic. So this was not part of the classroom lecture. This I had just recorded for viewing for the students one day before the exam. Now you can also check the comments there on these videos and the student testimonials that I can share with you. So from the previous attempt, this is the testimonial I got from my student from Bangalore. Her name is Priyanka. So this is the testimonial for the previous batch, right? And this is another student, Divya from Belgaum. So you can just pause and go through this. Same way, Bhavya from Ahmedabad, this is her testimonial. So these are few of the testimonials I'm just sharing with you all, just to get you that confidence that yes, I teach well. And this is again Priyanshi from Ahmedabad. Then Krupa from Mumbai, right? She's already qualified CS now. And this is again by few of my other students, right? So the lectures would be both in Hindi as well as in English, and this is because a lot of students are there from south, like Karnataka or Tamil Nadu. There are many students who are not able to understand the explanations in Hindi, so the lectures would be both in Hindi as well as in English. I would first explain the provisions in English, and then I would go ahead and explain the same concept in Hindi as well, because usually in my batch I have both students from north, like from Chandigarh to New Delhi, and again from Chennai and Karnataka. I have a lot of students there, so it's absolutely fine if you are not well versed with Hindi or you are not well versed with English, because the lectures would be both Hindi as well as in English. So if you are interested in taking the lectures for CRI, feel free to contact me on this number, right? This is my mobile number. You can WhatsApp me and you can know the other details as well. My batch is going to start from 11th of January. The timings are going to be confirmed on Sunday. So 11th of January is Monday. The timings are going to be confirmed on Sunday, that's 10th. So in case you are interested for this lecture, you can again call me on this number, or you can WhatsApp me on this number, probably because if I am in lecture I may not able to pick up your call, so you can WhatsApp me on this number in case I don't receive your call. And mostly the lectures would be in the second half at the later part of the evening, because I understand there are many working professionals, so the lectures would be held somewhere around 7 or maybe 8 o'clock. The exact timings I am going to confirm it by 10th evening. That's it for this video. Looking forward to see you all in my lecture. Take care. Bye bye.